I'm Parrish.
And I'm Yash.
And welcome to our town, Traverse Town. We're going to show you around the Chapel Hill Carborough area in order to introduce you to some great eats that exist outside of campus.
That's right, Rams Lenore aren't the only place to grab a bite around here.
Some of these restaurants you might not know, and some you may have heard of.
But what we're really trying to do is get to the story behind the food.
On our first episode, we head to Deli to learn more about one of UNC's favorites. Aside from the location at the bottom of Lenore, the main Mediterranean deli is located on Franklin Street and consists of a restaurant, a bakery, and a market. We paid a visit to owner Jamil Kadora to find out more about the history of the restaurant and to get a behind-the-scenes look. Okay, so can you tell us about your restaurant and how it got started?
Well, you know, I came here, I was 19 and a half years ago, and after my high school, and I came to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I started going to a school called Minnesota School of Business, taking business courses. Okay. For part-time, I started working in a restaurant, and I started washing dishes, basically. I would go all over the city almost. The unemployment rate was high at that time, and I would always look for a dishwasher job because I figured, I need a job, so I don't ask for much, just to wash dishes. Yeah. So I got in this business, and it was like a trigger. It was like, since then I've been in it. I started getting promotions here and there, and I went out in the dining room to manage the restaurants, and I wound up to be a director of food and beverage for Hotel Europa, where the Sheraton was, the Durham Hilton, and the Radisson Hotel in Raleigh, which is the highest position you can reach in this business in any hotel. Oh wow! As far as food and beverage. Right? Yeah. So, I worked, then I got transferred, before that I got transferred to the Sheraton downtown Raleigh. It was in Crabtree Mall, it used to be a Sheraton there. Then I decided to be on my own, I was like, it was time for me to do it. And I had $16,000 saved up. Oh, wow. I opened the restaurant 3 doors down the street where the hookah circle is, the smoke shop. That was where Mediterranean Deli was born. Wow. And I had a lot of experience at that time. That was 26 years ago. I had so much experience from hotels, especially how to do caterings, because we're mostly a caterer here. Lots of people don't realize that. But we have like 7 bands that does catering. I didn't know just catering. And that's how it started. And we expanded like 6 times since I've been here. Wow. 6 different locations within the same location, and that's where we want them. Come on, let me take you back here. All right. We are doing a fresh juice bar. It's starting next week, which you don't know about. Okay. And a fresh coffee bar. So we're gonna do fresh juices, 100% juices. That's good. Hi, Ruby.
Run an order over to Greensboro Street.
Okay. And this we started this. This will be in action Monday with the juice bar. Machine? Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna come here for some expression shots.
Yeah.
This is how our line is set up. This is a very busy place, so we go through a massive amounts of food. Okay. So the printer here, the order comes here. This is the cold man, and the cold man there, and 2 in the on the grills in between. They just communicate for one another. Like she said chicken kebab. He puts the kebab on. He starts preparing the sides. The kebab comes with. Okay. And then the meat man puts it on the dish. And that's how it's run.
Tell me this, where'd you get your love of cooking from?
My love of cooking, that's a good question. I was in high school. I went to a United Nations high school, which means like a school that runs by United Nations for very, very poor people. In 1967, the Palestinian-Israeli war started. I was 7 years old. Okay. I was born in 1960. And then, so we immigrated to the mountains, basically they asked us to leave our home like you see the refugees of Syria now, like everywhere with our bags. And you know, my dad, we had to carry him actually to put him on a horse and one time on a donkey because he was so old. Anyway, we lived in the mountains and a refugee camp for about 3 weeks. And then they said, okay, it's safe to go home now. So we went home. When we went home, we were under an Israeli rule. It was a completely different situation. So anyway, so the United Nations came and all these aids, the Red Cross and all these to the rescue of these people. And they opened the United Nations school. So I got to go to the United Nations school. Outside my school, it was a small falafel shop. The guy his name was Majid. I will never ever forget him in my life. And then Majid had this falafel shop, and I used to go and help him during the recess, and he would give me a free falafel sandwich. I started to really like it, and I started always looking forward to go and help him. He was kind of close-minded. He just didn't really want to expand his. One day I said, why don't you make a sandwich, call it falafel and hummus sandwich? Or you can put falafel with the hummus inside it. Oh no, nobody would buy it. I don't know, nobody would buy it. I said, well, let's try it. So I made this little sign that says falafel and hummus. I bet you he sold 80% of his sale that particular sandwich that day.
Wow.
So he started to really love me and like me, like, you know, and that's how it started. And it just got into me like, yeah. We have a kitchen also downstairs, but that's being used for the gluten-free, so we can't go there because that's the state law. It's like once gluten, you know, because of cross-contamination with the celiac disease.
Yeah.
But later on, I'll show it to you one other day.
Yeah.
How we make the hummus. This is
Oh.
hummus.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just throw a bunch of chickpeas in there? And
Yeah, after you boil it.
Okay.
You boil the
chick-
chickpeas until it's almost done. And what we do is we take one chickpea from. The way to know it's done, we hit it to the wall. If it sticks to the wall, it's done. Then the chickpeas comes here. If it falls down, it's not done. It has
Okay.
to stick to the wall first.
Do you use that wall?
That wall, somewhere there.
Really?
Yeah, they
Alright,
clean
what
it
are
now.
they?
It's behind the hood.
Yeah.
Let me show
Okay.
you the chickpeas that are boiling.
All right, yeah. Excuse me.
Here.
Oh, right here.
See? So that's waiting to go. That's gonna get drained, washed, and it's gonna go to this one here. Let's go to the market. You good? Yeah? Okay, I know you wanna be here so bad. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
This is baklava in action.
Oh, it's so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The syrup, there's no
That's so
syrup on
good.
it here. Here we go. This is in the oven.
It's an amazing smell.
This is our specialty. This is actually my mom's recipe, the baklavas we make. That's pistachio, that's walnut. This is like something, especially it just came out of the oven. It's like, when it's hot, it's out of the world.
Is there anything that makes your mom's recipe like different?
Lots
from
of
most?
them. Yeah, it's mom's recipe.
Right.
Yeah, that's always
She
great
did it
food.
over and over and over and over, you know.
Yeah.
And like when she was in good health, she's not now. She would come here after she left every now and then, and she would do like this. And what is it, Mom? I said, this changed. You know, you're getting, you know, you need to watch this and watch that.
Okay.
When you were a child, did you grow up eating these dishes?
Yeah, all of it. Actually, when I first opened, my mom and my sister helped me open.
Oh.
The very because I wasn't very familiar with all our ethnic dishes. I was familiar with Majid Soul next to my high school, which is falafel, hummus, baba ganoush, and a couple other things. But there is very ethnic dishes here, like we just told you, I wasn't very familiar with. My mom stayed with me here 6 months.
Okay.
And my mom is the, you know, she wears the veil, the hijab.
Yeah.
And I remember I've done over 100 or 200 wedding receptions in hotel. My first wedding reception here was at the Horse William House. And I took my mom there. And my mom, you know, she was in the kitchen helping me. And every time she cracked the door and she said, what are they saying about the food? What are they saying about the food? And I said, Mom, look at you, you're 65, 60, maybe 62 years old at the time. From the Middle East, coming cooking for these people Middle Eastern food. What do you think they're gonna say about it? You know, they loved it and blah blah. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, We roast this tomato. It's got had a smoke smell.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
It's got
does.
smoke.
Cheers, I guess.
Saha. Saha in Arabic means cheers.
Oh, this is good.
Wait, how do you say
Yeah,
it?
saha.
Saha?
Saha, exactly.
This is good.
Saha.
That's yours.
Do you think like your work helps sort of bring together the Middle Eastern community in
Yeah,
China?
and most likely not the Middle Eastern community, the community itself. But you know, that's really, really important. Living in a refugee camp, I took so much out of it that I don't wish people live in refugee camps, but if they experience it, they become better people. We lived in a refugee camp. I was 7 years old. I never forget those memories. Actually, before we get to our camp, we were walking and we decided to take a rest. And they have this cave. They said, let's rest in this cave. So when we walked into this cave, there's a guy already sleeping there.
Yeah.
So we rested like 4 hours and hours before we kept on going. We're talking about my family, my nieces and nephews and everybody. And then when we left, the guy was still sleeping. So later on, I realized that the guy was dead in that
Oh my
cave.
God.
We walked in. It was a war zone. The food business is also people business. It's not. A lot of people think you have to love cooking and the love for food, but the love of the people has to be there because it's a very demanding business. It's not easy having a restaurant because everybody thinks they know how to make food.
Yeah.
So you have to have love for food and then the most love for the people and how to deal with them and make sure that because the people, in my opinion, are more. And I have that. I love people. I love to,
You seem
I
very
love to talk
gregarious.
and, you know.
I
and-
can tell, like, just
Yeah.
in the restaurant, the staff, they all
Yeah.
seem so, like, interconnected
Yeah.
and like a family.
Yeah, it's
kinda.
important. And you can't make that. This is something have to be there. You can't fake it.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, you know, I want to open a restaurant, I'm going to be good to be like. We have employees here that we try to teach them and shake them up a little bit, you know, to be relaxed with customers. They can't do it. Either you have it or you don't. You know, I mean, you know, you can try, and but some people just have that. I just love people, you know.
Yeah. Hey guys, could you tell us your names real quick and where you're from?
I'm Addie Lust and I'm from Minnesota. I'm Sam Miner and I'm from Boston.
And you guys are both UNC students? Okay, cool.
So is this your first time at Med Deli?
No, I usually come here at least once a week. Yeah, no, I come here a couple times a semester.
Okay. So what are you guys eating today?
I had the chicken kebab with the grilled broccoli salad. I probably demolished mine. I had a Greek salad and hummus and pita, but I kind of killed that.
Okay. How's your food today?
Really good.
Okay.
Really good.
So, what do you say you like the most about Med Deli?
I just like the atmosphere. Like you can come and sit outside and like enjoy your food inside or outside. Yeah, and it's like definitely it's a family vibe in there, and like everyone's kind of running around and doing things. Feels kind of homey.
You know, the togetherness is really, really important.
Yeah.
And having a community, you know, like, you know, this community just welcomed a few Syrian refugee communities here. And these Syrian refugee communities are all Muslims by chance, I guess, because the majority of the Syrians are Muslim. Christian communities who welcome those Muslims in and took them. Imagine how beautiful that is, you know, for these two religions to get together and do good things in life. I hired three members of those families here because they are refugees, they lived in a refugee camp. I totally relate to that 100%.
Yeah.
I tell my kids, when you see them walking, I said, I walked that walk. I was 7 years old when I walked that walk.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So a community is really, really important, and that helps your restaurant also. But you don't do it so it helps your restaurant, because if you do it that way, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't help it. Then it won't. What you do is like you do the best you can, and eventually it comes back for you.
Hey, could you tell us your name and how long you've worked here?
My name is Sonia Pyrapak. I've worked here for a year and a half. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I got the job here because my mom and dad are from Poland and Spain. So they thought it was really interesting that I had an international background, so that helped me get the job.
Cool.
What's your favorite thing about working here at Med Deli?
I really love the food. It's great. I'm also gluten-free, so that really helps out. And also it's a very family-like atmosphere. So like all the cooks, all the managers, everyone like treats you like family. So they're very helpful, supportive.
The Mediterranean diet is something that the Mediterranean, people. The Mediterranean, there's a couple of things. Like you eat less meat, less red meat. Eat more fruit and vegetables, dried good, and seafood. But the fruit and vegetables and the dried nuts.
And what is this right here?
Oh, this is the bakery. This is an organic bread.
Okay.
We buy our bread from Lindley Mill in Graham. Our believe it or not, you probably know this. Our wheat is North Carolina wheat when available. It's all local, kosher, and organic.
Okay.
So with an organic wheat, we don't add anything, nothing to it. So our bread, we always recommend when people buy it to keep it in the freezer. So it lasts.
There's no
Otherwise, there's
preservatives.
zero, nothing, zip. And this oven's from back home.
Oh wow.
This came on a ship from back home.
From Palestine?
Palestine. You don't find ovens, pita bread ovens in the U.S. Right.
Really?
Isn't it crazy? No,
Yeah,
you don't.
that's surprising.
Wow. The Mediterranean diet was established in the Mediterranean without us knowing. We used to always eat it. We live it, but we really didn't know what it was called until all this study after study after study came saying, wow, this is called the Mediterranean diet. We carry a little produce. What sells more than anything, number one seller here is the produce, believe it or not. And then the meats. We carry halal meats, which is prepared in the Islamic way. So lots of people from Turkey, the Middle East, blah, blah, come here and they want that particular meat. But the produce really what sells more than anything. We have a bunch of grains.
Doing my grocery shopping here.
People like this stuff,
Oh, you guys sell
and
like
spices. Those different grains used for different. In Middle East, the Middle East is again because the desert part.
I like the setup, the way that you guys have it all in like the bags.
Yeah, we're gonna do spices like this.
Oh,
actually, that sample the guy gave me the wood. We're gonna do a spice table where we're gonna ground our own spices and just display it where people scoop it themselves.
Wow. Pretty
So
cool.
it's the teas are very, very important. This is Ahmed Tea, a company out of England, a Middle Eastern guy opened a company in England called Ahmed. Now it's international.
Wow.
They do good teas. And let me give you some chocolate here to try. This is, where is my favorite chocolate? Oh, here it is.
Did you eat these growing up too?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Which ones were your favorite when you were a kid?
It's not here. My favorite was a pistachio mahlab, it's called.
Okay.
But try these.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
This is, I love these.
Let's go. Cheers.
Here we go. Here, pass it on.
Oh, this is good.
There's more, there's more.
It's
It's
like
good.
a moon pie, but 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Is this marshmallow in between?
Hey, we call it hails, yeah, some kind of a marshmallow. I'm not really sure, I know I love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Delicious. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what exactly makes halal meat so special?
Halal meat is, people that are religious, like kosher in the Jewish community, kosher meat. Halal meat is killed in the Islamic way, which is by cutting the throat of the cow. I know it's really like, and you say Bismillah in the name of God, and you cut the throat. It makes it halal.
Okay.
You don't shoot it, you don't whack it with an axe, or you just kill it the Islamic
humane way.
It's called halal.
Okay.
Like kosher, kosher meat where they pray.
Yeah.
In the Jewish faith. But nowadays, it's becoming so sophisticated and big that they have a recorder.
Oh wow.
The kosher that just say bread. The rabbi doesn't have to be there anymore.
Oh.
Because the industry is getting so big.
Yeah.
Or he can pray from his house and it goes
To
in
a
the
microwave or
microphone.
Microphone.
That's so interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Most of the restaurants that go up, they go down because they don't get the chance to stay. And you have to have always a business plan. It doesn't have to be written in gold.
Yeah.
As long as you have a plan that you stick with. It can be just in your mind what you want to do. But you have to stick with it and give it a chance. But you have to have a business plan in what you're going to do.
Okay.
You can't just go and I want to do this and...
I mean, yeah. I feel like you really let this restaurant go because I mean, you had a lot of that experience from before.
Yeah. And that's important. always comes back somehow.
In
when
what
you do
ways
good.
has it come? What are some examples of it coming back?
I tell you this story. We've done a few fundraisers here. We have the Haiti Refugee Fund. We raised $18,000 in one
Wow.
day. We gave all the proceeds. We did the Pakistani flood relief. I think we did about almost 19,000. We gave all our proceeds. All our proceeds mean our income, not our profit. That's there. We do the rape crisis center on a regular basis here. We do what we do the breast cancer. We're doing the Ronald McDonald tomorrow, the
Wow.
fundraiser. So we're totally involved in it because of where I came from. So I wanted to help like people helped me when I was getting here. My mom always taught us one thing: when you give, forget about it. It comes back to you.